Lip gloss. It ain't popping yet.
Real talk. No.
We live.
And we are live.
Yes, we are.
Hey y'all, it's your girl Denver. And I'm on here today with Twin Connection.
Yes, it is. Black Side, your host, and we have your hostess.
Denver bossing up.
It's been a long time coming, y'all. We got a
Yes,
great show for y'all tonight. Y'all tap
absolutely.
in. Tap
Tap
in.
in. Tap in. Join your girl live. We in the building.
Yeah.
Let me get my shares on. Share the live, y'all. Join the live.
Hey, tap on in. Tap on in.
Tap in, everyone. And we are live. Sorry, trying to get my tap in, everyone. And we are live.
We in there. We got some good topics today.
Yeah, the topics, y'all, are going to be off the chain. Let me
We in
tell
there.
y'all, we got the hottest and the livest
We
topics.
got some good topics today.
Yeah, the topics, y'all, are going to
That's
they're
your
going
dog.
to be, yeah, they're going to be lit. I'm so excited. Let me see here. Let me get this in my groups really quick. And then we're going to run down those topics.
Definitely.
What happened to the music?
The music is there. Yeah.
Where is the music?
Get them
How
warmed
y'all
up.
doing this evening, everyone? I partied last night. Something I should have did, should not have.
It is on. Live and popping. Twin Connection.
We in the building.
Yeah. Y'all tap on in.
Tap
We're
in,
gonna get started.
everybody. Join us. Join us live, y'all. We about to get it started. We got the hottest topics. And you know we coming with that twin connection.
That's right.
920.
Comments. Everything on.
And
So where you go, Twin?
I'm right here.
Alright, bet.
Let's say I'm in the show. I'm getting my shares on right now, y'all.
Mm, mm.
We about to get into these hot topics. We just waiting on y'all to join in, tap in, get connected.
Real Talk Saturday. Each and
It's
every
Real Talk
Saturday,
Saturday.
7 p.m. Eastern Time, 6 p.m. Central. Somebody gotta get your husband music up in here.
Hey,
Hey, hey,
hey.
hey, hey.
Right. Or you play your joints. You know
Yeah.
it. Yeah. We about to get going. Come on, y'all. Join in. Tap in with your girl.
Mm-hmm. We're giving y'all time to get in. We're tap in. Introductory.
Yes. Tap in,
Here again,
y'all.
once again. Twin Connection, Real Talk Saturdays. It's your host, Black Psy, and your hostess, Denver Bossing Up.
What's up, y'all?
Some real nice topics we want to hit on today.
Yeah, we got some
So
hot
we want to
topics for
start.
you.
Yeah. So look, we want to get on started, and we want to start with this hip hop news. Oh,
Right. So we're gonna go ahead and get
ooh,
started with some of the news. Actually, what I
yeah,
wanted to
hip hop
talk about
news.
was this guy in Kansas City. Um, the spotlight is on Kansas City right now. So I wanted to
This
hop
dude
into
is
that.
Kansas City serial killer.
Yes, Kansas City serial killer. So y'all, this dude was actually like kidnapping women, and he had them in his basement. He was torturing them, having sex with them, and killing them. But somebody had went to the police. I think the guy, he was kind of like a street advocate. He went to the police and was like,
Right.
"Hey, black women is coming up missing. They just, disappearing." And so they kind of shunned dude off because they said he was a shisty dude because he was I think he did spokesperson for Kansas City gangs and stuff like that. So they kind of shrugged off his request. Well, one of the girls got out, and she got out, she got away, and first she ran to one lady's house, and she was at the lady's house, and she was the lady was like, "Let me call the police." So she was so scared she ran to another lady's house, and then
Wow.
they got her some help, um, and called the police. But it was other women the guy had killed, and the police was kind of like shredding everything off, playing light of the situation because it's black women missing. But how
Right.
many times are black women and children missing just without a trace? There's no news about it, no information about it, or anything. So I wanted to touch on this topic actually to just bring awareness to what's going on around the world
I
and
mean,
being safe.
that's a big thing because I was reading something. Well, I'm gonna say I had seen a skit, and a guy spoke on how elderly used to be on the porch as we was coming up,
Right.
and other neighbors, they would look out for the children. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, we're missing
And
that.
so now these days, it's like kids having kids.
Right.
So they don't appreciate that the elderly would correct their kids.
Yeah,
So
that's
therefore, what I mean,
crazy.
they shy away from being on the porch. It's not interested. It's not a
Hmm.
sight to see generations grow. So kids are easily being snatched up. It ain't nobody to see it. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Because no grown folks want to be dealing with younger kids because of the disrespect. So it's tough. You know what I mean? I know, like when I came up, my neighbors used to correct me. Some of them even beat me. and then
Right.
told my parents and I got another beating. You know what
And
I'm saying?
another beating when you got home.
Right.
Right. Right.
Or
Yeah, it
you know what I mean?
was
If we out in public, yeah, it just there be like correct you, give you a simple reminder like, look, I tell your mother if I. You know
right.
what I'm saying?
And we would be scared of that, terrified. That would
Exactly.
immediately have you acting back right. So the girl was what, she was 22. She was young,
Right.
but she was able to have the willpower to escape. So it's not just children, they snatching women too.
Yeah.
You know, it's a
Women.
huge epic, it's a huge epidemic of women that's been snatched up without a
And
trace.
it's just more so. Yeah, it's tough. It's very tough. And but for they think what is trafficking? That's what they call it.
Well, so she was actually kidnapped and held in the
Right.
house and stuff like that. So I wouldn't say trafficking because he didn't have her where other men were coming in there. It was just him torturing women. But she was the one that
Right.
actually got out. Um, there were actually four women that were murdered
Right.
before she was able to get out. But I think that the thing that got me outraged the most is that when they spoke out to the police about black women coming up missing in Kansas City, the police
Right.
the, the police made a statement and said that there was no serial killer when there actually was. This guy was like kidnapping and killing women. So it's like
Right.
when you can't even go to the police for help, they don't police our neighborhoods or anything like that. And then what is that about Chicago? I think it is coming up where Chicago is going to write tickets. So some of your felony, I think it's, is it class three felonies or class one? The lower felonies, they're just going to be writing them tickets. So the
Right.
police really don't, what is their job if they're not to protect and serve? Harass?
Yeah.
You know?
I mean, a lot. I could go both ways though. Like speaking on the law. So a lot of times they tell the public that it's nothing happening when it really is
Right.
because they don't want to ruin the investigation. It's just like example of the DC sniper. Remember that?
Oh
So
yeah,
so they was telling everybody it was a white van. So everybody was just focused on the white van, but the whole time they was keyed in on the blue Caprice.
exactly.
You know what I'm saying? So it gave them the comfortability to continue to do what they doing because they looking at the wrong people. They even had them fooled.
Right. But
You
the
know what I'm
thing
saying?
about it is, I don't believe that was the case for this. I
Right.
was thinking about that too. I was thinking about maybe they didn't want people to be in an outrage, or to alarm the neighbors. But why not warn the people?
Exactly. Got it. Got it. It's yeah. You want to warn the people in that situation, yeah. But yeah, man, I don't know how that go. These police, man, I don't know how they do their job. I don't know how they conduct business or anything like that. But it's weird.
So, like right now, they made a statement. I think this was back in September, though, but they made a statement stating that the woman that escaped from the basement, they
Hmm.
can't confirm if it's connected with the other women that were killed. So they're making statements to just kind of detour. But I just want every woman, child, your sister, your cousin, your daughter, your friend, everybody be safe.
Yeah.
Be safe, be vigilant. I was watching a thing on YouTube where a chick, she was walking with her baby and she was kind of just strolling with her baby.
Right.
And this guy followed her. So she had to get the security to do that. And then some other lady, black lady, she was at the store at like 5 o'clock in the morning, but she actually had her piece on her. So she had her carried in concealed license. But when
Right.
the van, because they was in a van and it was a woman too, they kind of followed her into the store. But when they approached her, she pulled out her gun. So you got it. It's
Really?
like, yeah, she pulled out her gun. I think I sent that one to you a while back. That was like a few weeks ago, but
Yeah.
she
I
pulled
do
out
kind
her
of. Yeah.
she pulled out her piece on them. And When the police came, they found that napkin on her doorknob where they had put some stuff on her doorknob that if she would have touched her door, she would have passed out. I'm like, what
Okay.
the? They going at any means necessary. Like, and then I don't like. Okay, so I heard this like when that. I don't know if you remember. It was like Janika. What was her name? Oh my God, bless her soul. But there was this girl that was killed in the hospital. I think this was out of Chicago.
Right.
But I mean hotel, and people were saying there were stories going around about them harvesting her organs,
Oh
and
man.
she remember she was left in the freezer and stuff like that.
Right.
And this still to this day they don't know what happened to her, who killed her or what.
Somebody know.
I think so.
Yeah, somebody know.
For a while I thought it was the kids that set her up, but then I was confused.
Yeah, somebody knows something. But at the same time, it's something to like look into. You know what I mean? Far as information to give people awareness.
Yeah.
Things not to do.
Yeah, they're definitely want to spread awareness about that. So I do. I will be putting out a little bit of literature for everyone, especially to giving a little view over the topics that we did today too for everyone.
Right.
But I definitely wanted to bring up about this crazy dude with this chick in her home. Like, what the hell is these people thinking?
I don't know that, but you know what? The story about where the girl got away, that kind of remind me of remember
Huh?
that guy was that in Cleveland or something like that when he had those three girls captive for like 10 years.
Oh yeah. Did he? That guy had a kid by one of those girls.
Yeah, rough.
That's
So
rough.
and she got away, right?
Yeah, she did.
And
But she has a child by him. That's tough.
rough, definitely rough. So, but I seen the update on one of them. Like she immediately like about to get married. Like she was getting married
Oh,
like within like a month's time or something like that. But
before he took her?
did he? Nah, it's like after she got free, she had met
Oh, her
somebody.
life
Yeah,
story. So
yeah. So
so it's like there is love after a trauma. That's actually awesome to hear that she was able to trust again and be in a
right,
situation to even be where she's about to get married. That
right.
is super awesome.
Yeah, I mean for her to I guess adapt to society again, to be
Right.
captive like that. And I mean that's similar like to a person to be locked up for so long, he don't know how to adjust. So he might crash out to go right back in.
Right.
You know what I
You're
mean?
right. I've seen that, where people can't really survive or function because of trauma or whatever. It might even be just drugs, but they can't function. And so they are in and out of jail for a safe place to be because they can't make it in society.
Exactly. It's real tough. So I want the viewers, man, to give their input, man. Leave comments. We live.
Yes, we live, y'all. So definitely drop in the comments what's y'all's thoughts on kind of what is going on with Kansas City serial killer or just anything that you want to tap in. Definitely hit them comments, y'all. Let us know what your thoughts are. I know it's crazy because it's like, I don't know. It's like, oh yeah, because right now the Jeffrey Dahmer, the his stuff was going around. They got their babies dressing like the serial killer is like they're almost like glorifying them.
Yeah, the Netflix that was like number one.
Yeah, it was like taking people's life tragic events, and I know they remade his story, but it was like glorifying that he's a serial killer because you got people dressing their kids up and all kind of stuff.
Exactly. Well, y'all give y'all comments on this situation, this topic, and let us know what you think. And we're gonna move it right along.
Yes, our next topic, y'all. This one's a hot. This
hip
one gonna
hop
get you
news.
right. Hip hop news.
Hip hop news. So today we want to speak on more so like a few artists that's incarcerated.
Oh,
So
okay.
like I know y'all are familiar with Young Thug. I think as an example, I
Mhm.
think they are trying to just blatantly just take everything from them and show the other artists like if you get out of line, we'll do the same.
Yeah.
So they definitely targeting a lot of these rappers that has an influence on the hip hop community
Mhm.
and letting them know like man, if you cross that line or abide by the rules, it's easy for us to style you and dress you up and give you the money, but let you know, but we still have control.
Yeah. Yeah. Because one thing I seen this interview that Farrakhan did
Right,
with was it Farrakhan? With Muhammad Ali.
right,
And in the video, he said while he was hanging out with Muhammad Ali kept saying, "I'm still a nigga. I'm still a nigga. I'm still a nigga. I'm still a
right,
nigga." And he was wondering, like here it is, this man, and this was around the time when they wanted him to go fight. So it was like
right,
that controversy time. But he was like, at the end of the day, he was like when he stepped back and reflect on it, like why would he keep saying that? Because at the end of the day, that's how they see you as. I don't see you as nothing else.
right. I mean, this tarnished. I don't want to really jump out there like, but people of color are so out of tune of what's going on
Yeah,
to where that even those that are awake, they know not things not to say. It's just like oh, it's just hard. I'm trying to be
it is.
careful because people are touchy and sensitive,
It is.
but
It is definitely a touchy topic.
yeah, it's very touchy. But at the same time, that's just like suppose we was all on a job and we got we bound up together like we don't like what's going on and we feel like we being targeted and when it's like maybe 10 of us
Hmm.
and when we go speak we talk amongst each other like yeah man this is what's going to go on whatever and so when that one person go up to speak it's like he lead the way there but the other nine just fall back slowly like I ain't got time
Hmm.
for that. He start being like oh I don't want to basically lose what I have even though it may be nothing.
Right.
He's content, what I mean, conditioned to just go ahead and go along with, the program.
Yeah.
And so that leaves that one person to be looked at or deemed to be crazy. Or, what I mean,
True.
he's a problem. What I mean? They good
True.
with that. They
That
real good with
yeah.
that.
Because they don't want you to speak out, and when you do speak out, oh, that person is crazy. You
It's,
know,
it's
they
hip
quick to say that.
hip hop is rough. Like it's an avenue, and at the same time, you're not going to enjoy it because you don't have control of it.
Right.
it's it's our way for like people speak on the current living conditions and higher ups capitalize off of it.
Right.
But like I had said, like in my bio page, it's like maybe in 2012, how like I was offered some deals,
Mm-hmm.
some little short
I
distribution things like that. So I just never went
remember.
along with it.
Yeah.
But they want to capitalize off of your music, and with the distribution, they take everything, anything musically
Mm.
inclined. As far as what you can make money off of, they
Mhm.
take it, they own it. They'll give you
Right.
a budget, say maybe a 100,000, 200,000, but they want like maybe 1.5 back, 1.5 million.
Mm.
So you gotta so much time frame to get the albums done and get their money back, stuff like that. Now, mind you, what if you do have the $1 million or
Right.
1.5
Mhm.
and you got the albums ready? They can stop your last album. Like, that's not ready to be put out. I don't think it'll fit with what's going on today. To hold you back.
Right.
Maybe come at you with a counter offer.
Right.
And a lot of people get caught up, for that lump sum of money at one time. I don't know what their conditions are. Maybe they help their family or anything like that. But they get trapped. It's hard to get out. You know what I mean? But
Yeah, it is. It is. I mean, because some people be financially strained or stressed, right?
right.
And they make those decisions. It's like wavering your actual career. You know what I'm saying? Or your talent. It's like writing it away for that dollar. Not really realizing what you're signing away to.
Right.
Like right now, look at Kanye West. Uh,
Yeah.
right
He
now.
going through it. But
Yeah.
you know what? It's man, it's so amazing that he speak out the way he do freely. I mean, sometimes he can get a little like reaching a little overboard, but when you sit back and let him explain what he got going on,
Yeah.
you can you know understand the parable. What it do, big bro? Hey, what's going on, Darren?
Yeah.
But yeah, so it's like he touched on a lot of things that a lot of people wanted to say, and I don't think that they ready for that.
Yeah. Cause I mean, and just also the power in it. Like
Yeah,
all day, I've seen him everywhere, all on my timelines, all in the news, everywhere.
yeah, he's
So,
it.
yeah,
He
he's
he
it.
he
He's
is him.
activated. Yeah.
He's him. He is
Yeah.
him. So
Yeah.
he touched on a lot of touching bases that you know what I mean. You know how I know what's wrong,
Mhm.
but I just better not say it
Right.
because what he's going through right now, man. Please believe that the artists are millionaires, and they could have been came together like had resources, for us if they want to better us, like banks or anything like that. I mean, go to our own football games. We can own our own stadiums, everything. You got enough
Mhm.
money,
All that.
but you still don't own your money.
There you go.
You know what I mean?
So I was watching this one thing. Check it out, where they kind of was like, we don't have enough like function in everything in a community. So
Right.
hospitals, banks, police, just all black everything. There's nothing like that. You can't go to one town and, you know, I think that sometimes people, they get the money and that they are so eager to get away and forgetting about, just the whole giving it back to the community and giving it back to people around you and, not just forgetting where the hell you came from.
Yeah. I mean, we've been, and I'm just saying, just in general, been held captive so much mentally, mind wise, that we wouldn't handle it properly if we did have the opportunity in most cases. Some would be like, oh, I don't want to revisit, the bad. But some would get their money, man, and they wouldn't know how to handle it. They do some of the most,
Dumbest stuff.
yeah. They would get
Literally.
like jewelry, cars, and stuff like that.
Just the
So
dumbest shit. And
yes,
and making someone else's brand
yeah. And I
paid.
and I feel that not to be funny, if it was to be, we come together like that and build,
Hmm.
they're gonna history gonna repeat itself because
Oh yeah, they're not gonna. They don't want that.
yeah,
They.
because we are the ones
Mm-mm.
that keeping other races and nationalities rich, whether people know it or
Exactly.
not.
Oh, we are. We're the top consumers.
We
Black
buy
people are the
everything.
top consumers for everything. I'm like, the amount of money we spend on these pagan holidays. And you know what? I used to really didn't participate, but I find myself, and I don't want to say pagan holidays, like, but right. But like different holidays that everybody don't celebrate. But
Yeah,
I find myself, because I have an 8-year old, and I find myself that she doesn't understand that. So here I am compromised, you know.
well,
And we spend
that's
so much money, but I had to, I had
yeah,
to make things normal for her, but we spend so much money just to keep up with what's going on around us. I really don't celebrate holidays, but here I am celebrating holidays because I have an 8-year old that just gets into stuff that's asking like, "Mom, why we not doing this and that? Other kids is doing that." So
yeah.
I had to start doing stuff too. Like I really was like, I'm so anti, in my house hermit type of person. So coming out spending money, I don't like it.
I mean, it's like basically adapting to what's going on. I mean, I explained to my son as he was young, and wish that it wasn't hard to do. He understands,
Hmm.
and I want him to be aware of what's going on and not to speak on certain things that you see. Just be quiet, learn, listen.
Right.
And like we are certain religions to where that it don't agree with other religions. But if we in the presence, we are respected. You understand what
Yes,
I'm saying?
I do get
So
it.
that's even with holidays. Like even if you don't, agree with certain holidays, if you in the presence as a guest, just
Don't
deal with it.
disrespect it.
You
Yeah,
know?
you got to have that respect. I definitely got to respect everyone's rights and choices and decisions to do what they want to do.
Right.
Um, that one was touchy for me because I was like struggling. I really was like, didn't know what to do.
I mean, in time they'll figure it out. They'll figure it out. It's very rare that you'll catch a kid that really asks the detailed questions like, "Yo, like, what's up?" Because even when I was young, I'm telling you, I done waited up until like almost the crack of dawn, and still
Missed
missed
them.
what happened. I don't know how, but
Right.
I still missed what happened and be like, wow. Well, I ain't never received no gifts. I'm too bad to get them. That's too bad. But you'll never. But getting back to like Yay, he basically spoke on why that we would have to go to another group of people just for us to be equal when we can do it ourselves, and basically summing it up. You know, I heard another rapper or artist or public figure, if you want to call it, like say it's only black and white here in the U.S. Like when we go other countries like Mexico or anywhere like that, they look at you as an American. They don't look at you no different or nothing like that. You are a consumer. You know what I mean? So you're a guest. They treat you with the best hospitality ever. Though that you paying for what you're doing, but you're like, oh. And then the timeshare thing,
Oh
almost tripped me.
man.
Like, do you want to move here to Mexico? Like I'm like, oh God. You know what I
The
mean? So
timeshares are the best thing. Definitely a timeshare is good to travel on and to have.
So man, Ye got he got denied certain like brands, even Skechers.
Yeah, they were like, yeah, they were acting up. I mean,
Yeah, I mean we
but
know why. We know why
yeah,
he. You know who
we
was
know the
owned by.
whys. Yeah.
Yeah, it's owned by, and so, and it's just like it's again history repeating itself as with other people that try to speak out when they spoke out when it was too late, and they silence him. So anytime that he try to speak and try to reach the audience, the people worldly, they like limit their, what I mean, far as TV access, media access, and everything like that. So that's
Right.
another thing why they won't relinquish that type of right, even if you have the money to buy networks, especially if you speak in conscious. So imagine if Kanye had his own network. You feel me? Yeah. And Kanye definitely, man, a genius, man. I always said that.
Yeah, I
When
like
he,
him. I've always been a big, huge Kanye fan. He is very smart, and that's the thing. They try to be like, "Oh, he's crazy." Well, hell, did you not see our president have his? He be crazy right on public. This dude done grabbed another man's wife's hand, thought it was his, just walking. She's like,
yeah,
you know.
they do that, and
So,
a lot of times they will say that because they already in other countries, they are taught that we are the animals.
mm,
That's why when they come over here with that, to be hesitant, you know what I'm saying? Thinking that we're the
mhm,
animals. And for example, I know one time I was on a job,
mhm,
the boss spoke to me disrespectful, and I was like, I reacted like, yo, like who are you talking to? And cursed him out. Then he tried to overshadow it, like, well, you just do it like this. I said, no, like, who are you talking to like that? And so he walked
hmm,
off. And it got to me so bad, the superintendent came to me like minutes later, and I just couldn't function. I was like, man, I need to go talk to somebody. You know what I mean? And then he was
mhm,
like, well, what do you mean? I said, you know what? You the enemy too. So I
hmm,
went down, faced the same boss that said something. I was like, look, I want to go to the office. I want to speak to somebody. He said to me, what's going on? Is everything okay? And I was like, wait, I had to look. I said, oh, so just a snap. He just wanted me to speak on it and react crazy.
right.
So he could be like, hey, what's wrong with him? So mind you this though, this was so funny. And I spooked myself in the situation because I just left. I ain't say nothing. I told the front office, well, I didn't tell the front office nothing. I just left. I ain't come to work. I ain't called, no show or nothing. And they was constantly paying me. Like I was getting paid weekly. Weekly. So
Mhm,
after the third week, I'm like, hold up. So I got scared. And I
mhm,
called the main office. So they was like, what you mean you're not working? So the whole time he must have known he was wrong.
mm,
So I done messed myself up on that, but at the same time, it was weird.
yeah.
But so it's just like what was going on, man, with Kanye speaking up, man, he went way like above and beyond. And I don't know if it was too late for him. I think it
Mhm,
got a lot to do with, his personal, reasons of what's going on as
mhm,
far as his family. And then, you got a sensitive world that surrounds you that got so much to say, but really talking about nothing.
right.
And, it trips me out when people speak on it. You know what I mean? The ones that's so sensitive is the demons.
Yeah.
They're the
Yes.
demons.
Yeah.
So, like my thing is this: when he said, "What the White Lives Matter," when he said that, I looked
Mhm.
at it in a whole lot of ways of, man, he got white children. He got white children.
But
Like
man, that you got people
he
still
got
mad
mixed
at
children.
people are still mad at him about that though.
Yeah,
Like
he
people are
got mixed
still,
children.
yeah, exactly. Like why wouldn't he say that his children are mixed? Like, why not make that statement so that his children don't feel a certain type of way, like only Black lives matter, and here I am,
Right.
black and white.
Right.
But
So
people didn't look at it like that. There's still people making comments right now, like Kanye. He lost me when he made all white that statement, all white lives matter. Well, how could you get mad if that's his children are white?
I mean, yeah, like he got biracial children. So I looked at it like that, and then I looked at it on another level. Like sometimes favors seems to swing a certain direction than opposed to us, so they always winning. So basically, you could say like this ain't our fight.
Right.
We'll never beat this fight. You understand? Without saying pointing anybody out directly, but people are touchy, man, touchy. You say certain things,
Oh,
touchy.
that's it. Yeah, you say
First time
certain
when he
things.
said, what did he say the first time? The first time he spazzed out, like about slavery was over. What did he
Oh
say?
yeah, and that was another one that people said, "Oh, I was done with Kanye when he said slavery was an option."
It's a choice, and you got to look at it in the perspective of
Because either be a slave or die. You did have a choice or
yeah.
whatever.
Not only that, it's basically in a sense of it boils down to that. Well, the world that we live in is for sale. They're not going to give it to you or be handed down to you for generational wealth,
Right.
considering we just never that race to be looked at like that.
Right. Right.
So only way we can get it is work multiple jobs or do something illegal, or we got to come together.
Yeah.
So why complain about it? Like I say that a lot. I'm not where I want to be, and I'm constantly putting myself in situations where I want to do this and do that. You know what I
Right.
mean? And to make it, work for me.
Right.
And I'm not there yet. People might think I'm there, but I'm not there.
I feel you.
And I've been searching and tried and searching and tried to find good people to, as yourself, you know what I mean?
Yeah,
To
it's
get
hard.
on board. Yeah, to get on board because somebody has a whole nother agenda. They don't see the same views. So,
It's hard to get good people. Like it's hard to partner with people, get good people. It's like people are all into themselves or into this mental. This is what really gets me. They be into like this mental competition.
exactly.
They don't look at it like, oh, this is my brother. This is my brother, this is my sister. They making a way. They trying to do things. Let's see
Mm-mm.
what they talk about. No, they be like, ah, now that person think they all that, this, that, and the other, and taint anything. They will taint anything good.
Exactly. Um, the thing with that, I think the only way for us to get on that type of level, it got to be through a female.
Mm,
Guys don't listen to guys well. It's very hard. You know what I mean?
right.
Through a female, they'll reach, especially if they speaking on something that you know what I mean that's accurate. Like what else say to say? Like men don't see clearly until tragedy hit.
Mm, that's
You
deep.
understand what I'm saying?
Yeah, that's deep.
Like I found peace with myself when tragedy hit.
Mm.
I had time to sit and think and analyze. Like female just has that instinct. Like she can
I don't know.
analyze.
I don't know. I'm an analyzer naturally,
Yeah, like
but
females has that analyze thing with them off the break.
yeah,
They
we go
they can
into an
pinpoint.
investigative mode.
Yeah, you can pinpoint what's not good or what's the
Right.
differences. Why are you picking the refrigerator open with your left hand? You usually use it with the right. You see things like that. We don't see that
Right.
because we worldly.
Well, we
Men
just
lives are
detail.
yeah, men lives are
We're
based
detail.
upon what we see because the
Mm.
love is different. You understand what I'm saying? So like, who said that? Like Chris Rock. Women, kids, and even pets are loved unconditionally.
Hmm.
Men We don't get that same type of love. So it just we gotta for us to see and what I mean come together or basically get ourselves together. Tragedy gotta hit. There's no way you can see peace without it. You just can't up
Mm.
and be happy and do it because the world is too. And men just be like, okay, I gotta do this. We just constantly moving. But when you sit down, like I'm gonna speak on like a relationship.
Mhm.
It took me to realize like, yo, I really fucked up. So I gotta patch this up, make amends up with this, whatever. I know where I was wrong at. And when I got in that mode, I seen peace.
Mhm.
You know what I'm saying? So, but going back, okay, we lost that for a second. She'll be back temporarily. Mm-mm-mm. Mm. Here she go. Twin,
I'm here, twin.
you back? I was like, uh-oh. Hello.
Yes. I was trying to check out the comments. Hey, y'all. Thank you so much for joining, and thank you for commenting and joining us. I think
Who's that?
we
Miss
had some
Raymond. Oh,
Miss
hey.
Diamond. Thank you. So yeah, I was just really that's deep though to hear that men feel that way about their love. I've
Yeah.
never heard that, you know, and it makes me look at things different.
Yeah,
Because
we
I
got
know,
we got to go through something for us to really see what moves we need to, think it out for ourselves. But
right.
where another, what did I say? I was speaking on the industry. This in 2012. I made a quote.
Hmm.
When I mentioned, I'm gonna go somewhere in the middle of the program. Oh, I said I refuse to let an organization or society dictate what I should do or be used as a puppet.
Mm.
Um, this industry, these major labels. Let me go back. Okay, this industry will dress and style you and give you houses and cars just to contractually imprison you.
Mm.
They give you budgets to upcoming artists that has fan base that's big, but knowing that they have bad beef in the street to where they cause harm amongst each other
Mm.
knowingly. Then the major labels will bank on your tragedy, hoping to see death just so they can run up the dead artist catalog.
Mm.
And that was in
That's deep.
2012. So that's another thing why I'm like kind of scared. I mean, just be looking at it. But my first deal was with Mad Connect as my clothing line.
Hmm.
We was under some folks that will basically was funding us, and we just got out a deal by default,
Mm.
incarcerations and stuff like that. And so that freed me. You understand? So Mad Connect is still dear to me,
That's
and
good.
that's that's what I mean. But it was a connection that we all had. I was trying to get
Hmm.
together collectively as with the community.
Yeah.
But man, my brother, he was like 16 when we started because it was four of us. He was
Hmm.
16 and he had five figures. The money was
Wow.
split evenly, 5 figures. So it's easy for you know what I'm saying. It's easy. And if I had the mindset then, I'd have done a lot of things differently.
Right.
So for these upcoming artists, if you're gonna take a budget like that, you got to invest in yourself.
Yes.
Forget about the cars and all that stuff, jewelry, that the things that don't exist, materialistic things. I would think you should take a large portion of that money and invest it into a corporation that you know that's going to turn your money over.
Yeah.
That way, if it don't work, your album flat or flop, whatever they call it, it don't work out
Mhm.
for you. You can fall back on that. Like
Yeah.
me, per se, I would like invest in somewhere like McDonald's. You
Yeah.
can't go wrong.
Franchises. Yeah.
Yeah, definitely felt like 100 bands over there.
Yeah. Franchises.
Subways,
Absolutely.
something that's a Dollar Tree, something I know it's going to constantly make a continuous
Mhm.
turnover.
Yep.
So the revenue won't be a problem. So, when the
Right.
rap career goes south, you could be like an owner of a building, you know what I'm saying? And
You
still be
still
sitting in the mills, them M's.
right. Yep. Still sitting. Looking good.
Yes,
I
yes.
feel that.
Yeah, but that's that's my opinion. If you want to be in this rap stuff.
I agree.
Yeah, but me,
I agree. I
I
think
that music for
this
me, I just be.
it's definitely I just wish we could get back to like just the real old school hip hop or the culture of it. It's like it's
It's good, you can say that, but man, times have changed. The kids
yeah.
don't, they ain't come up like how we came up. You know what I'm saying? They real life going through it. So like, they can't lie about history to them like they did us. You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah. I got it.
We fell for it, and it was our
Right.
duty to correct it. But at the same time, the technology is telling on itself
Right.
because the kids already are adaptive to like laptops, computers, cell phones, video games, cartoons. Even though that some of it is not, I would say, a good thing to look at, considering that the stuff that they're trying to push.
Oh
But
yeah.
sometimes they are time travelers.
Mm.
So like my my girl's son,
Mhm.
he spoke on something that I was like, what? Like islands within another islands, like an archipelago. I'm just learning that, I swear.
Mm.
So I'm like, what is that? You know what I mean? I'm selling it wrong. I'm like, acapella? What? But he into stuff like that. You know what I mean? He knows about, like, you could put him in the wilderness. Like, we gonna win.
Right.
He grabs lizards and all that stuff.
He
He
ready.
got the.
He ready to
We gonna
go.
win. We gonna
No
win.
jokes. That's
But it's
what's
good you
up.
got that survival tactics.
Yeah, you gotta have it. You
And
have to.
you wanna educate, the young, what I mean, far as what, people who they can look up to and what the
True.
real iconic statues stand for, how to educate them in the proper way, and how it benefits you, in the long run. So that way you come into a situation you can speak that you have been educated. And your boy, yay, it's my hero, 2024.
2025. Are you voting?
2024. Man, listen.
All right. Come on,
Man,
Kanye.
listen. Yeah.
I don't
Because,
know.
man, listen, anybody can be that. You know what I mean? Because Trump, he ain't got no political, education. He's a businessman.
Right.
And
Yeah.
please, maybe I'm reaching, like I said before. If he was to beat those charges that he going through now, man,
Mhm.
he's gonna win that presidency
Cause he
with a
coming for
landslide.
it. Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And don't be
Yeah.
surprised who we have for vice president.
Right.
Somewhere up in there, yeah. If
I
you got
mean,
money that to go
wait a
benefit,
minute. Did I see that on Simpsons?
see what?
Did I see that on The Simpsons where they had
Kanye
an
West
episode where Kanye West
was the
and
president.
Donald Trump? I think it seemed like something like that that Simpsons would have put together.
Man, listen, that's what's gonna happen.
Huh. I
They,
seen it
they,
on The Simpsons.
man, they prophesized it. Man, listen, that's what it is, man. Yay. But you know, what I mean, he going through a serious situation, man, and he's basically trying to educate you, crying for help, giving us knowledge,
He's got a
all
lot
in
of
one,
going on. Yeah, he's got a lot
all in
going
one.
on. And what makes me mad the most, well, it doesn't really make me mad, but it just makes me opinionated, is that we waited until DMX was passed away to remember his greatness. But man, when he was going to jail and he was struggling with drugs, all this
But you
cackling
know who was talking the most?
from our own community. It was
Exactly.
our own community tearing that man down. Our own freaking community. Okay. So that was like one, I mean, I probably could list tons of examples where we, instead of being like, this still our people, like it's like a child. Think of it like as a parent and a child, or you know what I'm saying? We need to have that same thought about one another as people. Like, okay, I may not like that or whatever, but when the community the community doesn't stand behind its people when they need them.
Yeah. It always be like that. Where just in general, man, we find way to make jokes out of bad situations
Yeah, we
when
do.
it's uncalled for,
Right.
and it's bad.
It
It's real
is.
bad. Like another thing I don't agree with is major film producers and productions that capitalize off our tragedy,
Yeah.
like far as
Oh my
slaveries or
goodness. Yeah,
man
there,
killings
yes.
and stuff like that,
Yes.
and it should go through the box office like top
And
notch.
we're left right. And we're
And
left with
guess
literally that is our history.
and
And we're
guess
left
probably who are the ones that made that money go up like that.
yes.
Uh,
So it's like a catch 22. We really got to at some point jump out that bucket and
That's
help one another and stick by each other and don't be the community that, like, okay, so I was I was I was watching this thing where this lady, she was going through a situation, and um the news, it was on the news, so it made it to social media, and people were like on here making a joke about this lady's tragic event. People in her community. It was white people, black people, but it was people in their own community talking about this lady who just was traumatized, left outside. The police found her traumatized, car set on fire, and people are laughing and making jokes. And it wasn't just, it was all people. It's like, so we became in a situation to where we are just so caught up that people's tragedy is a dollar. Just like
yeah.
these people that be going on um, to get views for things. You got crippled people making fun of their own self just to get views, just to hold down that social stigma. We're losing ourselves. We're losing grit. We're losing ourselves. We're losing a grit. And we got to stick together. It's like the one great cry is what it's called. Or maybe we
Man,
got to go through that tragic event, like you said about the man. Maybe as people, we need a tragic event, and that's when we gonna pull together.
exactly. It again. until tragedy hit, nobody would take it serious. I'm gonna speak on something like I was incarcerated for like a total of 6 in the feds. So when I was in like we in a dorm. It's like a dorm with cells, just the same TV stuff. Maybe 180 some people within that one unit. And so when people come in, like new intake, I would see a European come in there. Like, oh, hey, buddy, how you doing? They embrace them. How you doing? Give them shower shoes, cosmetics, hygiene, all that. Clothes, food, commissary.
Mm-hmm.
Same thing with the Spanish. Same thing with the Haitians. Even the Africans. Even the Africans. You hear me?
Yeah.
Even the Africans.
Right. No, I know, because they different from us.
Yeah, listen.
Man.
So everybody that came in as intake had that same hospitality amongst each other. Now, say little old me when it came in and intake came through the door, 2 seconds and looked and maybe walked right back out. They had the most bad shit to say. Look at that. Did you see his hole in his shoes? Oh, man, that nigga like he was a dope fiend. I'm talking about it just was crazy. It's unsuccessful.
Yeah. We just go we go immediately into and this is what I think. I think because I've dealt with trauma in my life. I'm a survivor, of domestic violence, and I actually had to get help and counseling to really deal with what I had going on.
Right.
Why would that not be the same for us and the tragedy that our ancestors have went through that we continue to that we continue to see? Where's the help? We need that healing. We need that therapy. We need that healing.
Yeah.
We can't do it without it.
So like sometimes I'll be like, it can happen. I think of that. We done woke up. We can see, and then sometimes I'll be like, what? It's an up and down feeling.
Yeah.
But for us to gravitate to one another, you gotta do something. Like what's that guy that's on YouTube now? Charleston White.
Oh, Charleston.
He goes off, right? He clowns everybody. He talks bad about people. He tell you what he gonna do. But at the same time, behind the character, he gives a message that's like, wow, okay. So
right.
You gotta, as this is what it is. If you want to be a person that want to be seen and stuff like that, the main thing is to create an image to capture the mind.
Yeah.
So I gotta act like a clown.
Right. And that's gonna get it.
Be like, act a fool. And then I give you the message, red fish, blue fish, one fish, two fish.
Right. You gonna run with it.
You know what I mean? So you gotta do that. You know what I mean? But it's rough.
Very. Rough. It is. I'm praying for us. I'm praying for our people, just so that we can unite and heal one another. Every day is healing. Like every day is a healing process. But we need to stop being in that mind frame where everything we gotta joke about the trauma. I guess that's the way that was our defense mechanism. But we need others. We need other things.
I see that some people you try to make, their worst situations into something good. You know what I mean?
Right.
So sometimes that ain't it. That ain't it. What your man say? Charlamagne, no, that ain't it, y'all.
Yeah, that ain't it. Let's talk about that Charleston White though. Man, he be having them heated. Man, but he will call the police on them brothers as soon as possible. Y'all better leave Charleston. Hey, y'all better leave Charleston White alone. He gonna call the law. He gonna call the law. And if you got warrants or you got drugs on you or whatever.
I mean, you gotta respect it because he's not giving you the image that he a thug or no shit like that. He a civilian. You know what I mean? So it only applies to people that, that's out here claiming that they this and they that. What they do. Then if you tell, then like you violate. That's contradict. You contradicting yourself.
Right.
So, but he telling you what's up. He calling them out. They get in their feelings,
Yeah, they
and
do. I like this dude
they
be
can say what
having
they gonna.
people heated.
Man, he
Y'all
the
leave
hottest
that.
thing. He the hottest thing on the YouTube right now.
Right. Talking shit.
Yeah, he is definitely it. But he be having a message, and that's a good thing. You know what I mean? Even if people laugh and joke, he's still somewhere in there be like, damn man, he John telling the truth. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? A lot of these rapper man, they out there stunting, and you know what I
Uh,
mean. Then they wanna, you know, mess it up for other rappers that really is have the talent, but the vibe, that's the vibe is different. Like people like the bad music. Like I done been around circle of females. Like you can give them some music to listen to, and then they be like, "Nah, I want to hear that rough, that you know." And I'll be like,
yeah.
"Damn, if I say that, you cuss me the fuck out." You
Right.
know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But when they say it, they with it, twerking and all kinds of shit. Like the fuck, I could do that too.
Right. It's gone down.
I could rap like that too.
Right.
But what I mean, it's just again, the people gotta they created their image to where that what I mean, it captured their mind. Like your boy, when we were little, did you used to look at the Cosby Show?
I did.
Man, I'm talking about Mitch Ryder
Absolutely.
playing. We go outside and this Thursday, we knew what time it came on and everything, right?
Right.
That was like family structure.
Exactly.
And then there was
We
other
need.
shows that followed, you know what I mean?
Right.
And so to have that, Bill Cosby had a run. He had a mean
Yeah, he
run.
did. He
And
did.
and so, Channel 4, that was based in my hometown, like DC area.
Oh, okay.
So, the first time we try to, invest in buying to, Channel 4, tragedy hit. I don't know if you
Yep.
know about that. Yeah, so tragedy hit. I'm reaching.
Hmm.
I don't know.
It
Yeah,
did. I'm with you reaching
yeah.
because he was on his way to making a change. They're not for making a change. I don't know what it is. What's the great secret that you gotta tear a person down to where they can't speak out for themselves to want better for
Hmm.
their race? But any other race can come forward and speak and have community and get together. But for us, they got the FBI tanted into the line. You're saying the wrong words. It's a hate crime. How is
Oh, yeah.
we? Yeah,
As I
you,
said
it's a
previously, like,
setup.
you can have the knowledge about what's going on, but we're not allowed to speak. Because
Right.
look at it. Like I say, man, we have more millionaires than ever right now.
Yeah, right now we do.
We
And
have
we
more
still got
millionaires than
homeless
ever.
people on the streets. I'm like
And
Tupac.
why? You know what I mean? Like, I'll be saying that with certain religions and organizations that take a lot of, a mass amount of money weekly. Why don't you, help get jobs? Why would we have to go through somebody else to get jobs? You can buy equipment and put people to work. You
Right.
understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like lawn services or car
Well,
washes,
this is
stuff
what
like
I
that.
this is what I think. It, I don't know. I always say the wrong thing, so I'm just gonna say it. And you can hold me to it.
Go ahead.
You can really honestly hold me to it. But my ancestors' blood has shed on this land and they have worked for free for many years. I think every black person should have a paid salary monthly for the rest of their lives. Why do I have to work when my ancestors done set and bled to build what this country to what it is today?
And the results of
Where's
that,
my reparation at? Where's my money at?
is the one thing that they say is
I'm
that's not
serious
going
about
on
that.
now.
I don't give a damn. Even the
But you
people in
can't speak on
Holocaust
that.
was even the people in the Holocaust was taken care of.
Man, listen, and they did that. they was what? They was genius the way they did that.
Right.
The numbers as far as reparations, the numbers don't add up as far as the people that
Even the Indians got paid. But what I didn't like about the situation with the Indians, and this is what really made me just a little bit like, I don't know, I got an opinion about it. But when they um, paid the Indians fought for you to have a certain percentage to get paid because they were so upset that so many black people were integrated into. So they put it where you had to have so much percentage to get paid. And it counted a lot of people out. Like my grandmother, she didn't get paid, but her mama was getting a check. But my grandmother didn't have the percentage for the testing to get paid too.
yeah, that makes
And
sense. That makes sense.
it's crazy. They
It,
any means necessary to not give a black person nothing. That's how I
because
looked at
why
that.
is it based upon a percentage? Because 1% of black in any race is what considered as what?
Black, black, exactly. But yeah, and that passed though. That passed. They were just talking about that the other day. How the land in Oklahoma was dispersed.
We gotta again, man. We gotta find a way to come together in a sense of you know the betterment of us, and we gotta
Yeah.
do it ourselves. We can't go for help. Like
No.
even with the I say the Democratic Party, that ain't not I look at it. It's holding us captive still because
Right.
some people are just adapting to what's given
Right.
and not willing to put that work in.
Absolutely. I
And then it's
agree.
so funny, like you know what I mean? It's for sale. Land is for sale, and
Everywhere.
you done had endless times to where all of us had a few $1,000s, and it don't take nothing to buy, some land if it's cheap,
Yeah.
and you can buy it, put it together, buy a quarter, a lot, or something,
Yeah.
and then you don't
Definitely.
have
And the
to pay
land,
nobody.
right? Right. Land is in the good value though because you know it's so much of it.
You gotta buy it and build like that, and it's not hard. It's not hard,
You
but
know.
we can come together. We can put in on a bottle, or put
Right.
in buy some,
Right. Oh yeah. I got five on that.
and we going to the
But
club. I give you, you know what I mean,
right.
and
Wait
we can
for
put the
all
money
the
together
ignorant
like that.
stuff.
Hmm.
What Kanye was saying was talking about building a community. And people were like joking, like, what are you gonna get all the black people there and blow us up?
It's possible. I don't listen. I don't think nothing is impossible no more
Right.
because
We are exactly.
man, like, suppose we do come together and we build, in the sense that we gave opportunities for us. It's a problem, and if they
Yeah.
feel that we are like whoever started the foundation of this, whoever can get that, I would say that mass amount of people to follow, you know what it is.
Yeah.
And it's not. He's not gonna be crazy this time, or
Right.
be called something. You know what they're gonna do.
Right.
So we
Right.
have the knowledge of what's gonna happen, and that's why
Mm-hmm.
a lot of people don't do, speak forward as Boy did. They know that it can happen.
Right.
See, he feel that man, took everything from me, bro. Like, I don't know what else you can do, but
Right. What else can you
get
do?
rid of me.
Right.
And you get rid of him, that's gonna be like, yo, like he was telling the truth. Then that's when they want to cry.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
That's when they want to cry. But man, they don't come together. Nobody want to come together. It's always about themselves. A lot of things is this. People don't want to play number two.
There. Yeah.
They don't want to be that student to
Right.
learn and
Mm-hmm.
graduate to be, you know, a leader. So yeah, hold on one second.
You know what? We are never too old to learn and to grow, y'all. Definitely hit
Yeah,
those comments on the topics that we shared. Give us y'all's thoughts. Let us know what y'all thinking. Can we come
yeah, man.
together?
We gotta do that.
Can we come together?
Every episode, can we come together?
Can we? When you see your brother or sister, say hi. Hi, how you doing? How was your day? Be
Yeah,
genuine. Stop turning our nose up at one another. Let's go ahead
yeah.
and display that love, that genuine kindness and love for one another,
Right,
for our
and do it with
people,
respect.
and
Have
do it with
respect.
respect.
Yeah,
Look at how the Mexicans take care of each other. They
yeah,
set a prime example. If y'all are confused on what to do, watch them. They'll
man,
help you. If you confused on what you can do for your people, watch how the Hispanics come together.
man. Listen, they definitely
I'm
do what it do.
serious. You could be in a spot about to get into it with one of them, and you about to fight all 100 of them that's in the building, and they don't even know each other. I've seen it happen.
So
They
you
do.
know this.
They
You know,
stick
like
together.
the construction thing is their world. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And all of them are perfectionists. So they get paid top dollar because the higher ups will hire them knowing that they'll do the job fast.
All right.
So if you got a $2 million
And they
dollar
ain't gonna
budget,
complain.
nah, if you got a $2 million budget and the job is supposed to be, project supposed to be done in 2 years, he hires the Mexicans because they work fast. They'll do 3 days worth of work in one day.
Right.
That underlay, 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 underlay,
Yeah.
underlay. And then
Underlay.
us, people like us, and I'm just speaking
Ah,
truth.
man, forget
They
this.
would
This
no,
it's hot out here. Oh
no.
no, man.
So look, this
Fuck
is what it
this.
do.
This dude over here.
This is what it do though. They hire us to start the grunk work, like the digging and all that. You see the history.
Oh.
You see the
Mm-hmm.
history. So
Yeah.
you digging and muddy and everything like that. And then when they get to ground level on that project, where they got to build,
Yeah.
they start laying off.
Mm. The construction
So
business. Okay.
the Migos take the job to the roof. And then
Yeah.
guess what? They hiring us again to clean and sweep and stack
And
material.
clean up the
You see
debris.
the
Yeah.
history. You
The
see the
history.
history.
That's deep.
You see the history.
Oh, you
Maybe I'm
spitting
just reaching too
today.
much.
No, you spitting
I'm
today. I
reaching
think
too
I
much.
think y'all better be paying attention. I tell y'all that.
You see what I'm saying? So like I don't witness like I never thought that I would experience what like my grandmother said. My grandmother said a lot, you know what I mean?
Mhm.
And it was like, she was doing it as a discipline. Like I did this. I walked this far to work. I
Right.
made this. I didn't
Right.
want to hear, I didn't want to hear it, but my grandma was not to play with it. Love her to death.
Right.
She the only one that seen good in me, even though I was bad. But my grandmother was so serious. She had that eye of obedience that looked like
Get it together. Right.
make you cry, make you
Right.
cry.
No.
So she'll tell us what's going on. So now I experienced it when I start, again, when I go back to like people have to find themselves when tragedy hit.
Right.
I started reading body language, started reading books on like psychology and stuff like that, reading people vibes and stuff like that.
Mhm.
And so I
Mhm.
know when it's difference, amongst people.
You're right.
So when I seen it,
Power off.
I never thought that it would be me. And when I
Right.
called it out,
Mhm.
oh man, you just tripping, you crazy, you don't know what you're talking about.
They always throw that crazy word around. That
Yeah,
just credits. When they say crazy, I know that you're just trying to discredit. I remember this guy was telling me about all this other stuff, and he was like, "You know what? Go out and buy gold." He said, "Go purchasing some gold." He said, "Because you're gonna look up, and one day the value of the dollar is not gonna mean anything." He
gold
said,
ain't
"When I
worth it no
tell
more.
people, right, this was back then when they were rushing people for the gold." But he was like, "When I tell people about the stuff I researched on, they think I'm crazy."
But
To
look, when
just
tragedy hit again, they be like, hey, what was that you was talking about? Tragedy is a mean word.
it is.
When you
But
go through something, mm,
it puts you in that mode to survive.
exactly.
I would hate for us to have that tragic event for us to all come together. Like to watching the man get his neck nailed on in the streets and passing away, watching other, brown people getting shot, passing away, you know, it's it's desensitizing people on.
I think like we have anger amongst each other, and just generally speaking, that we feel that one deserve more. So it's like whatever we do, even if it was equal, somebody's not grateful for what they have.
Right,
Somebody wants more. So if it means doing something like shove you out the way or do bodily harm, they're gonna do what they can do to hurt you
right.
to get it. And so bears down if we was to get something going, as
Hmm.
far as us coming together, it's gonna be a hard time. It'll work, but it'll be a hard time getting the ball rolling. Because with what's going on today, and they're speaking logic, the mental health, the
Yes,
medication that's given to people don't have the right, mindset. Some people literally don't have the right mindset without medication.
exactly.
So when they say that that happened back then, that ain't us. How about something tragic happened to you?
Exactly.
Like what we spoke previous about being raped and stuff like that. I didn't mean to say
Right,
that. You will always remember that. And people beyond that will remember that. You understand what I'm saying? Like your
right,
kids be like, you went through that. He might be angry about that.
right.
Your grandkids can be angry about that. What? You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah,
So
I
you
do.
can't say that because it's not happening now, that, we shouldn't care about that. Just move on. We don't have nothing to move on with.
Exactly. We need healing so we can move on.
I shouldn't
You
have to
want
be
us,
getting up in the morning, knees cracking.
man.
I gotta roll over and be like, ugh.
They
Fight.
giving us holidays and stuff. Oh, twin.
Oh man, you lazy. They'll say you lazy.
Right.
They'll say you lazy. You got any comments? Y'all tap in. We got the nice mellow music in the background. It's like we in the office. Uh, uh, hey, hey. But yeah, man, it's tough, man. It's a lot to speak on with that. You can use that for another date. I don't want to seem like we on some civil acts movement. I ain't trying to be like that. But, just pointing out things that we need to be aware of. You feel me? Twin went out for a second. But what y'all think, man? Tap in. Or comments and stuff like that. Mm, mm. I just responded back to the people that left comments. Hey, we in there each and every Saturday, man. God's willing, we're gonna be here 7 p.m. Eastern Time, 6 p.m. Central. Also, I'm waiting on Twin to get back. Um, Anybody that you feel that just doing a good deed and not getting that recognition, send that to me. So I can give them that shout out, man. That proper recognition that they deserve. right, so Twin ain't gonna make it back, y'all. But yeah, anybody that that's doing something good out there, man, and that they putting that work in, and they not getting that recognition. Let me know, man. Go in the comments. Every week we gonna be here. We going live. YouTube gave me that authorization. Hey, hey. Go live. And we can use all support. All support. We appreciative for whatever. What's that? This touchscreen computer. Trevin. Yeah, so we definitely want to give recognition to anybody that's doing good. Send that information over. Um, we want to find ways to give out information to like anybody that has any job listings and stuff like that in certain areas. Y'all tap in. It don't matter what state, and we can go from there. 1 second. Twin is going through something right now, y'all. But if you got whatever state you in, just send it, information as far as the job listings. Here go Twin, y'all. Here go
Hey,
Twin back. She
technical
back, y'all.
difficulties.
Twin,
Yes, sir.
where you go?
Man, yeah. I
I was
had to
telling them that.
actually get on this
Yeah, I was
other
telling the
phone.
crowd that, um, far as people that has anybody that's doing good or anything like that, they should reach out to us, send it a DM, as far as the
Hmm.
media, and we can give that shout out to them.
Absolutely.
And also, like any job listings in certain states or whatever like that, and you want to get it out for viewers, you know what I mean? We can put it out there using a platform for that.
Right.
And also, anything you have any ideas that if you got to say to reach the audience, just put it in the DM for us, and we're gonna definitely get y'all that love.
Also, guests. If you want to be a guest, definitely hit the DM as well.
So yeah, definitely. If you like got whatever you do, like you could be an artist, you can got something going on, you could come on. We'll invite you. We'll send you the invoice of what's needed, and definitely have you on the panel. It'll be dope. It'll
Dope.
be dope. You know, I think like this one guy I know, he be doing sipping paint, but he call it something different. So he wants to make it like I forgot what he called it. I don't know, but he want to get on the show.
Okay. I think that would be awesome to do a paint and sip. I would absolutely love doing that live. So yeah, things like that. So definitely hit our inbox, the DM, and especially if you have any needs to reach out to us. We both do so much, tons of different things, but we'd love to, sample some. If you're a new artist, we'd love to sample your music. Um, you hear one of these topics that you want to just got on your heart and you want to chime in, get in the panel, we're here.
Yeah, man, that'll be dope, man. Say what's on your mind. Man, we are a loving community here. And if we have the answers, we're going to tell you what we think. You know, without being, I try to bash you or anything like that.
Right.
If it's a question that you want the audience to answer for you, man, we'll put it up for you. Ours on the banner. And
Absolutely. Absolutely.
But
Y'all make sure y'all stay connected, y'all. It's Twin Connections all day.
definitely. And we about to go ahead and shut it down. We went way beyond what we said we're going to do. The
That's
time
all right.
subscribed. But I liked being here. This was
Absolutely.
so nice.
Oh,
I love
also,
y'all.
everybody, I do want to say definitely make sure you subscribe to our YouTube channel. That is going to be Black Psy on YouTube, and then also Denver Boston Up. So make sure you stay connected
Right.
on all social media. Hit that subscribe button.
Exactly.
Stay connected.
That'd be so dope, man. Y'all tap on. And let's get it on. Let's get it on. We want y'all to be involved with people that's gonna, give you the love that's needed. You know what I mean? We're gonna reach out to you. We're trying to tap in. We are very approachable. So if you want to speak to us, we here.
We hear y'all.
That's it, Twin.
I said absolutely. I really agree. We are here.
Very approachable. You can talk to me.
Right. Talk to us.
Yeah,
Thank
we
you
are
for
here.
everyone who came in and joined and tuned our live. If you are catching this broadcast after it airs, please make sure to hit that like button and stay connected. We are here. It's Twin Connection in the building, y'all.
Yes. Twin Connection. And here y'all.
Yay.
Thank you. Yeah, but we here now, y'all.
Y'all have a beautiful night. Make sure to stay connected.
Twin Connections.
Bye.
Bye. Hey.